Let's have a look at the tutorial, shall we? Sentinels of the Multiverse, first look. Well, how to play. Welcome to the comic book world of Sentinel Comics, where powerful heroes join forces to combat the nefarious villains that threaten the multiverse. It's a cooperative game where each player plays as a hero with powers and abilities in the form of cards. Players react to these threats from the villains, as well as the dynamic environments in which these battles take place. Ultimately, either the heroes will successfully work together, or the villains will triumph. The rules of the Sentinels of the Multiverse card game are straightforward. The complexity and strategy of the game arrive from the specific cards. Cards bend the rules of the game, empowering players to do more things than the basic rules allow. Cards can allow you to draw extra cards, play more than one card around, and use multiple powers. Whenever a card says that you can do something that isn't provided for in the basic rules, the card is correct, and the game will adjust accordingly. Heroes and villains meet in the awesome of battles, and Sentinels of the Multiverse simulates those battles through the dealing of damage. Many cards have HP, meaning hit points. Okay. Some cards allow targets to regain HP. The H icon helps the game balance based on the number of players. It always equals the number of heroes in the current game you are playing, regardless of whether those heroes are active or incapacitated. Damage. All damage has a type. Damage can also be irreducible regardless of its type. Irreducible damage cannot be reduced by any effect. It can still be increased or redirected. Okay. Over the course of a game, there are situations in which multiple effects would occur simultaneously. Cards which have start of turn or end of turn effects happen in the order they entered play. However, in situations where effects happen simultaneously, the game may ask you to choose the order of operations. Pretty good music. There are times when players may encounter ambiguous situations, such as tied HP or multiple targets being damaged simultaneously. In any ambiguous situation, the game will ask you to choose the outcome or order of operations. There are many situations where the game will ask you to decide the order of operations. In order to speed up gameplay, you can tap Choose For Me if you'd like the game to decide the order. If the deck is ever empty and a card would need to be drawn or discarded from that deck, the trash for that deck will be shuffled into a new deck. Attempting to reveal cards will not cause the trash to shuffle. Every game of Multiverse needs one villain, 3 to 5 heroes in one environment. Use this screen to set up your game. So it's at least a 3-player game. Each villain has an advanced mode. Alright, let's play the tutorial. Greetings, heroes. Welcome to the Sentinels of the Multiverse. The mad scientist-looking fellow on the left there is Baron Blade. He's attempting to pull the moon into the Earth with his doomsday device, the Terra-Lunar Impulsion Beam. However, the Freedom 4 is here to stop him, help the heroes to save the multiverse. You will play cards and use powers to defeat Baron Blade and his minions, This battle takes place on Insula Primalis, an island with a few surprises of its own. I'm Christopher, and I'll be teaching you the basics. Tap anywhere to continue. Game always begins with the villain's turn. Baron Blade's mobile defense platform makes him immune to damage, so you have to take it out. But first, he will play a card. Blade Battalion is a target, so it remains in play until destroyed. It deals damage to a hero target at the end of Baron Blade's turn. Blade Battalion dealt melee damage. Now each hero gets a turn. First up is our fearless leader in the blue and white Legacy. The active hero is always in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Let's talk about your cards. At the bottom of the screen on the left, you can see your 4 cards in your right hand. Tap to continue, then try swiping left and right to scroll through your hand. Okay. Now each hero gets a turn. First up, we already read that. Some cards take effect as soon as they're played. These are called one-shots. Legacy wants to deal some damage. Find the card Back Fist Strike and double tap it. Double tapping any card will bring up the full card, where you can read exactly what it will do. Back Fist Strike deals 4 melee damage immediately, so tap Play Card now. Select a target. Often when damage is being dealt, you need to choose a target using this screen. The mobile defense platform is a target. Tap mobile defense platform to select it. Notice below that the mobile defense platform now has 6 HP. When a target is reduced to 0 or fewer, it is destroyed. So now that you've played a card, it's time to use a power. Each hero has an innate power. Legacy's character card is the one with 27 HP just above your hand. Double tap Legacy's character card to see what his innate power Galvanize can do. Until the start of your next turn, increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1. Now that you've used a power, it's time to draw a card. The game will automatically draw a card for you as long as it's safe to do so. Each hero turn follows a simple pattern. Play, power, draw, tap. Tap anywhere to move on to the next hero, Bunker. Motivational charge. One-shots aren't the only way to deal damage. Bunker has a flat cannon. It's an equipment card, so when you play it, it stays in front of you in your play area. Quick way to play cards is to drag them up from your hand in play area. Drag flat cannon up to your play area now. Now Bunker has 2 powers to choose from. One on his character card and one on the flat cannon card you just played. Any card with a P icon has a power you can use. Okay? Quick way to use powers is to single tap on their card. Single tap on flat cannon. One target, 3 projectile damage. Mobile defense platform. Adhesive foam grenade. Environment cards cannot be played until the start of your next turn. Mobile defense platform only has 2 HP left, but don't forget Baron Blade's pesky minions. Good thing the Wraith has some throwing knives in her hand. Just like Flat Cannon, this is an equipment card. We know it has the power because it has the P icon on it. The other icon tells you that it deals projectile damage. Double tap to read more or drag it into play now. The Wraith deals up to 3 targets, 1 projectile damage each. Use the throwing knives power. Select the Blade Battalion first. Select Bearing Blade for my final target. Grappling Hook. Destroy one ongoing or environment card. You may draw a card. Some cards allow heroes to play additional cards. Tachyon's Pushing the Limits cards will let her play an extra card during her play phase and draw an extra card during her draw phase. The catch is that she will have to choose to deal herself 2 sonic damage at the start of her turn or the card will be destroyed. Since we're already past the start of her turn, that won't happen until her next turn. Play Pushing the Limits now. Accelerated Assault. Tachyon deals each non-hero target 1 melee damage. Not all powers deal damage. Tachyon's innate power Rapid Recon lets her see the next card she will draw and decide whether or not to discard it to draw a different card. Use Tachyon's innate power now. Research Grant. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. Do you want to discard Research Grant? Yes. Blinding Speed. Destroy 1 environment card or 1 ongoing card. Sonic Vortex. Tachyon deals up to X targets 3 sonic damage. X is the number. In Sentinels of the Multiverse, the environment also gets a turn. Since we're on Insula Primalis, this means dinosaurs. Environment is a place, not a character, and acts from the right page on its turn. The environment doesn't always discriminate between heroes and villains. Tap to see how this clever girl goes after the Blade Battalion. This is the environment plate of Velociraptor pack. Cherubim, this is Sentinels of the Multiverse. Baron Blade's turn again. Each round of the game starts with the villain turn, followed by all the hero turns, and finishing with the environment. Cards can have effects that trigger at the start or end of a turn. For example, if there are ever 15 or more cards in the villain trash at the start of Baron Blade's turn, his Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam activates, pulling the moon into the earth and the game over. Tap anywhere to see what Baron Blade has in store for us next. Baron Blade deals each hero target 2 toxic damage. Some cards like Haste and Doom cause damage to be dealt to many targets, and sometimes the order doesn't really matter. To let the game choose, press the Choose For Me button in the lower right. Haste and Doom also lets Baron Blade play the next card in his deck right now. Yikes. Powered Remote Turret. You may have noticed that Baron Blade dealt extra damage to Legacy. This is because Legacy and Baron Blade are nemesises. Each hero and villain in the game has a nemesis. When 2 targets share a nemesis icon, all damage they deal to each other is increased by 1. Tap anywhere to finish the villain turn. The powered remote turret will do some damage because it has an end of turn effect. This time there's no nemesis bonus as the turret is dealing the damage. Not Baron Blade. Feel free to use the Choose For Me button here if you like. Sure. Start of Legacy's turn, the galvanized power used last turn expires, so Legacy does not get to benefit from it himself. Legacy's Flying Smash is another one-shot that can deal some damage immediately. Remember that since Baron Blade is Legacy's nemesis, Flying Smash will deal extra damage. Play Flying Smash now. Let's see what that does. Oh, we can't really see because the tutorial's here. Select Baron Blade as the first target. Select powered remote turret as the next target. Select the third target, Velociraptor Rex. Time for Legacy's innate power again. Tap Legacy's character card and select the power text. Thok. Legacy deals 1 target 3 melee damage. Draw a card. Sometimes a hero must make a sacrifice for the greater good. Bunker's External Combustion card burns all the bad guys, but Bunker also takes some damage. Play External Combustion now to deal lots of damage. Bunker deals himself 2 fire damage and deals each non-hero target 3 fire damage. Choose for me. Notice the Legacy's galvanized power also increases damage the Bunker dealt to himself, but you took out the powered remote turret and the Velociraptor pack in one shot. Worth it. Now use Bunker's flat cannon to do some more damage to Baron Blade. He drew turret mode. Wraith has a lot of gadgets to carry around. Let's equip her utility belt now so she can use an extra power during her power phase. Play the utility belt. What does it do? You may use an additional power during your power phase. The Wraith use her innate power first to reduce the next damage dealt. See any currently active effects, tap the lightning bolt in the upper left. When you're ready, use throwing knives to continue dealing damage to Baron Blade. The Wraith's throwing knives still have some more damage to do, but there aren't any more hostile targets. What to do? When you find yourself in this situation, just select the Stop Dealing Damage card as your target. This will move you to your next action. Select the Stop Dealing Damage now and confirm. On Tachyon's previous turn, you played her card Pushing the Limits. Now you must decide whether she should take 2 sonic damage or destroy that card. Keep in mind it's actually 3 damage because Legacy is increasing her damage by 1. However, playing more cards is great, so go ahead and pay the price. Choose yes. Supersonic Response deals a target 2 melee damage. Also, because Baron Blade damaged Tachyon on his turn, if she targets him, she will deal an additional 2 sonic damage. With Legacy's help, these are increased to 3 damage each, so Tachyon can effectively deal 6 damage to Baron Blade with this card. Scroll your hand to find Supersonic Response and play it now. Can't really read the card because the tutorial's there. When a one-shot card is played, it goes to the hero's trash. In the top right of the Tachyon's panel is a trash icon with a number on it. Tap this to see the cards in Tachyon's trash. Note how many burst cards are in the trash. I'll explain why that's important in just a moment. Tap anywhere to leave the trash. From its icon, we can see that Lightspeed Barrage does melee damage. Double tap it to find out exactly what it does. Tachyon deals 1 target X melee damage, where X is the number of burst cards in your trash. Oh. Tap play card to play Lightspeed Barrage now. Use Tachyon's innate power now to reveal the top card of your deck. Do I want to discard Synaptic Interruption? If Tachyon would be dealt 3 or more damage from a single source, you may redirect that damage to a target of your choice and destroy this card. Let's discard it. Research Grant. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. And she drew Accelerated Assault. So the environment gets its turn. Volcanic Eruption. At the start of the environment turn, deal each target 7 fire damage. Volcano Erupted. A hero can skip their turn to destroy this card before the next environment turn. Otherwise, the Volcanic Eruption will deal a toasty 7 fire damage to each target in play. That's a lot. Most of the cards played so far deal damage, but some cards heal targets. Baron Blade heals himself 10 HP. Legacy may choose to skip the rest of his turn to spare his allies for the Volcanic Eruption. However, you might want to check your hand first. Tap Meanwhile to take a look at the gain area. See your cards in hand as well as what the other heroes have by tapping on them. When you're ready to go back to your choice, tap Meanwhile. Legacy is the leader of his team, himself between danger and his allies. Select yes to take one for the team. Alright. That should be enough to get you started. Just remember, play, power, draw, and you'll be fine. There are just a few more things to keep in mind as you play. If you manage to reduce Baron Blade to 0 HP, it's not over yet. Villains can flip to the other side of their card, which changes the rules a bit. To win, you must defeat Baron Blade on both sides. Different villains have different reasons to flip, and each provides a unique challenge. Likewise, if one of your heroes is reduced to 0 HP, they aren't out of the game. While incapacitated, each hero has special abilities that they can use on their turn to help their allies. Just don't let all your heroes fall. If they do, it's game over. We talked about skipping damage dealing, but you can also skip many other actions in the game. In the menu bar above, the skip button will skip the current phase. If you choose to skip both your play and power phases, you get to draw an extra card in your draw phase. You can also turn back time in a limited fashion. The rewind button in the menu bar will allow you to jump back to a previous action, all the way back to the previous hero's turn. If you accidentally play a card or encounter an unintended consequence of a power, just undo. If you have any further questions, just visit How to Play with the question mark button in the menu bar. Just about everything you could need is there somewhere. Go forth, heroes, and save the multiverse. Okay, now we're on our own. It's Bunker's turn. Let's see what he's got. That's a healing card. When this card enters play, destroy all other mode cards. You cannot play or draw cards. You may use an additional power during your power phase. Increase damage dealt by Bunker by 1. At the start of your turn, you may destroy this card. Environment cards cannot be played till the start of your next turn. Let's play turret mode. Use flat cannon to attack Baron Blade. Can I use flat cannon again? No. So we'll use our ability to draw a card. The Wraith. Drag a card up to play it. We've got Trust Fund. We've got Suture Self. We've got Grappling Hook. Let's play Trust Fund. We drew Stun Bolt. We drew micro-targeting computer. We drew smoke bombs. The art is really good in this game. Drag a card to the trash to discard it. I thought we just were supposed to draw 4 cards. Tap a card to use its power. What's my ability? Reduce the next damage? No, let's use throwing knives. Do you want Tachyon to deal Tachyon 2 sonic damage? You can play an additional card during your play phase and draw an additional card during your draw phase. At the start of your turn, Tachyon may deal herself 2 sonic damage. If she takes no damage this way, the card is destroyed. How much hit points does she have? Tachyon has 20 health. Yeah, we'll take the damage. Okay, we can play a card now. Yes, let's discard that. Do I know Hex? Hex the like magic card game, or Neuroshima Hex? I've heard of Hex, the magic like card game. River of Lava. At the end of the environment turn, each hero may destroy one of their equipment cards. Deal any hero that does not destroy an equipment card 4 fire damage. At the start of the environment turn, if each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck, destroy this card. Let's have both guys destroy a card. Bunker's gonna destroy his flat cannon. And the Wraith is gonna destroy the utility belt. Select the first target to be dealt damage. Choose for me. Yeah, I haven't played it, but I know of it. Blade Battalion. Oh, he summoned a minion. This is Legacy's turn. Deal 1 target 3 melee damage. Additional power. Immune to damage type of your choice until the start of next turn. Back fist strike. 4 melee damage. That's pretty good. Do I want to destroy turret mode? Yes. Adhesive foam grenade. Let's heal. Decommissioned hardware. Drag a card up to play it. Destroy an environment card. Let's destroy a river of lava. And now we'll play throwing knives. May use an additional power during your power phase. Do you want Tachyon to deal Tachyon 2 sonic damage? No, better not. Destroy one target with 2 or fewer. Let's keep that one. Another river of lava? Oh shit. Backlash field. Oh no. Destroy the river of lava. At least it's not text. What do you mean, Nippa? I think this game's pretty neat so far. It's challenging. So this is a tutorial mission. Obsidian Field. Increase all damage dealt by 1. Whenever Baron Blade would deal fire, cold, or lightning, redirect that damage to the hero with the lowest HP. What does Obsidian Field do? At the end of their turn, one player may discard 2 cards to destroy this card. Let's just ignore that elemental redistributor and attack Baron Blade directly. Okay, we almost got Baron Blade. So far, this is pretty fun. The opponent is, you play all the heroes in single player anyway, you play all the heroes, and the opponent is this villain. So this guy in the lower right is Baron Blade, he's in control, he's the enemy, and we're all the heroes. We're this hero, we're the hero that's in the current lower left named Legacy, and we're the 3 heroes at the top. So we're playing a team of 4 heroes, playing cards to try to beat the villain in the lower right. And then also in the upper right is the environment, and the environment gets a turn, and environment is playing in neutral cards into the game. So we're going to use our power to increase everyone's... Oh, we should have used that first, and then we would have killed the Baron Blade this turn. We should have used that first. Okay, that's a learning thing. You too old for this? This is actually a card game. Do I want to discard 2 cards to destroy the Obsidian Field? No, I don't. Deal ourselves 2 damage. Let's skip the play phase, and we'll just play Flat Cannon on Baron Blade, and that should flip him. Oh, so now he's in his new form. Do you want to discard 2 cards? Yes. But we drag him to the trash. Okay, so Baron Blade has now 30 HP in his second form. When flipped to this side, Baron Blade's maximum HP is 30. Baron Blade is restored to 30 HP. The villain trash is placed on top of the villain deck. All 3 copies of Mobile Defense Platform are moved to the villain trash. Okay, so he can't play that anymore. At the end of the villain turn, Baron Blade deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 energy damage. Wow. So you have to defeat... no, you're not older than me. You're not older than me. Good try, though. I'm older than you, and I'm playing this game. So you have to beat the villain in his original form and then in his ultimate form. Baron Blade looks like a badass. Okay, so we want, I think we want our throwing knives back. Infrared eyepiece. The art style is pretty cool in this game. I'm not sure if this is the art from the original cards. Okay, Tachyon. What's hypersonic assault? Oh, that's good. Nobody can deal damage if we play that. Okay, that was a really good move. So now we'll play her her superpower, which allows her to discard her next card. No, don't discard that. Keep that. Obsidian Field got played by the environment. That one actually works in our favor. Baron Blade can't do damage. He played Devious Disruption. I don't think he can actually do damage. How do we choose to not destroy any cards? Skip. I think he can't do damage. Skip. Skip. Does the AI not know it can't do damage? Yeah, he did no damage. Drag a card up to play it. Okay, we're regenning HP. I'm not ancient. I'm just older than Dictator. I'm far from ancient. I'm just going a little bit bald. Okay, let's increase everybody's damage with Galvanize. And now let's use Motivational Charge on Baron Blade. 6 damage. Rocking him. Regenning HP to everybody. There's a lot more heroes than these, I think, and there's a lot of villains. This is just our first game ever. Discard 2 cards? No. Bunker. Drag a card up to play it. What does Omni Cannon do? Discard 2 cards, no. We got Baron Blade down to 14. I'm a card in the dinosaur environment. I don't know about that, you guys. I think I look pretty good for my age. I think I look pretty good for my age. He's giving me a hard time. Drag a card up to play it. Okay, we want to... What does infrared eyepiece do? Top 2 villain cards. Oh, micro-targeting computer. Increased projectile damage done. And now we'll use throwing knives. We're gonna get a huge damage boost. First to Baron Blade for 6 damage. Everybody's hit him for 6 damage. I think one more turn we're actually gonna win this. And we're gonna destroy his device. He's down to 8 hit points already. How old am I? I am 39 years old. I'm 39 years old. Do I want to discard 2 cards? No. I want to leave that in play. One melee damage. We want to use accelerated assault, right? No, we want to use lightspeed barrage. Yeah, that's the one we want to use. 9 damage. We're gonna win. We're gonna win right now. Woo! You win. Okay, so that was only the tutorial mission. I think there might be more of an end screen otherwise. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Oh no. Okay, let's see what the new game setup options. Okay, we already played the tutorial. So there are only 4 villains right now. I'm sure this will get added to. There are 4 villains. Oh, there's a bunch of heroes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like there's 10 heroes. And there's 4 environments. It's advanced. What does advanced do? You can't untick this box once you've ticked it? Oh, there we go. Grand Warlord Voss, Citizen Dawn, This is pretty neat. Uses the advanced rules on each villain. Oh, I see. Advanced rules. Let's look at the heroes. Haka. Absolute Zero. We've seen Tachyon. We've seen Legacy. The Mighty Ra, God of the Sun. Fanatic. The Inhuman Tempest. The Visionary. And the Wraith. And what are the environments? Oh, the environments don't have descriptions. Well, do I want to play another game right now, or do I want to save this? That took a while. It was pretty fun. We just spent like an hour on this, though. The promo card for Tachyon is for the actual physical game. I wonder how many heroes there are in the... I wonder if there's been expansions for the cardboard game. I want to look that up real quick. Sentinels, the Multiverse Wiki. So there have been, yeah, 3 or 4 expansions. Looks like there are a lot of villains in the, there are a lot of villains in the board game, so there's probably going to be DLCs. These heroes are the enhanced edition heroes. Then there are also expansion heroes. So this version, the iOS game is the enhanced edition. So there's definitely expansions for this that could come out. So how does multiplayer work? Or does this not have multiplayer? The options. Audio, display. You can turn off the page flips. Automatically draw cards when it's safe to do so. You can turn that on and off. The Multiverse. This is like a... Oh, you can see all the cards for each environment. Can you see the cards the villains have? Oh, you can. You can see the decks for every character. So you get 10 heroes, 4 villains, and 4 environments. And I'm sure there'll be expansions. This is pretty cool. Hopefully the expansion... The base game is a little pricey for an iOS app. I hope the base game is more reasonable. But I don't mind the price. It looks like a lot of work went into this game. And I didn't find any obvious bugs with it. It's pretty fun. I guess... for the I want to play it more, but I kind of want to take a break from this posture because I'm playing the tablet game down here on the desk. I think this is kind of bad for my neck and back. So we're just going to call it here on this game for now, and we'll play another game of it tomorrow night. I like it. That was pretty cool. And I kind of wish there were more villains than 4, but... it seems like there's a lot of... The game varies a lot based on the environment. The combination of the environment and the villain seems to make a big deal. And maybe I just don't know enough about it. I just don't know if the variety comes from the villains or from the heroes. Or, I thought this would have multiplayer. That's the only thing that's a little weird to me, is I thought this was going to have multiplayer and it doesn't. I think in the real cardboard game, I think one player plays as the villain, maybe? But this app has no multiplayer at all, so this turns out it's a single player only yeah, I mean, there's no multiplayer in this app. I wonder how the real game plays out in terms of... Well, you could hot seat in that each player could control a different hero. You could hot seat that way. There's a lot of iPad games that are pass and play because it's pretty easy to pass around an iPad. But... it's as a solitaire card game, it's pretty neat. As a solitaire game, it's pretty neat, and I wonder outside the tutorial mission if it does any sort of scoring of you or any sort of Hall of Fame any way to track your progress. I don't see any of that in here. But for what it is, it's pretty fun. And the art is really good, the music's really good, and it was a really fluid gaming experience. The UI is really good.